Hey man, I won't be squinting no more after tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some glasses. We getting this thing popping so I can see. But we live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I got some good questions for tonight. My African Americans are not here as always, but you know how that go. Uh, you can't force your friends to support you. They say the real organic support gonna come from strangers. So yeah. I'm just here right now, man. If anybody here watching, I see I got one viewer. If you want to comment, let me know who you are, where you at, so I can get to asking some questions and keep you occupied until the people get here. I don't really want to hit them up and be like, "Hey, I'm live," because people get offended, man. So I'm just here chilling. You see my new symbol at the top? I got a new symbol. Shout out to Felicia Katzen. The Cash App is always open. If you like what's going down and you want to pay my sponsors, you feel me? That's what they say on BET. They be like, "Oh, we got to pay some bills, so we got to go to a commercial break. Got to pay some motherfucking bills around here because this shit add up." Oh, I got my first guest coming in. Welcome to the
What's
panel tonight.
up?
It's Des B. It's dark over there. What's popping, Des?
I know my house is always dark. I get
How was
myself in
work?
like, oh my God, slavery. That's how it was. I
I
worked
don't
so hard
like.
today.
We got to do something better other than work all our life. Like they didn't
I'm
think this out
trying.
when they was putting this shit together.
I'm trying, and it sucks because I'm over here working to try and get a third job.
Look at that. We got to work more to make more money. We need to work less and make more money, man.
I know I don't appreciate all this working. I'm like, well, maybe I could just sacrifice for a couple of months and change my life. Who knows?
Shout out to the two viewers out there, whoever you are. If you ever want to comment, you know I'm gonna give you a shout out and let them know you in this building. I also can send you the link to come up here if you ever want to come up here.
Yeah,
I got
don't be
some.
shy.
Don't be shy. Come up here and talk your shit.
Don't be shy. Let there be light.
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Well,
So what's up, Coop? What you got planned for tonight?
I don't have anything planned. Well, I do. I got to run this until about 10, and then I got to go to Cal Show for Wire Wednesday on the boxing section.
Oh,
He's been talking to me about it all week, trying to
what
get more content
wire?
out there. Yeah. Have you ever watched The Wire?
Oh, not really. I only seen like 1 or 2 episodes.
I don't think you'd be into it.
It was kind of good. I told you I started watching it at my brother's house last time. It was
Mm.
cool.
Des just had a birthday party this Sunday at, at the hottest park in America.
Not.
My daughter loved it. I think she got a crush on this little boy. That Des was at Des' party because I asked her, "Why you at the park taking pictures with this little boy?" She's telling me, "Oh, that's Malachi from the party." I said, "How the hell you know his name? You don't
Cause
even be
you told
remembering
her
nothing." She doing too much.
it was Malachi fun.
Yeah. We got a few full viewers in here. I wish they comment so I can engage with them. You know, I'm trying to wait to at least one more person because I don't want to go over the same things over and over and over again. Like once I get two people engaged on a topic, I'm just going through it. Oh,
Okay.
here we go. My boy Rick Rick. Oh,
Oh,
and another one.
wow.
My boy Nero has came to the
Oh
panel.
wow.
What's the
What's his
word,
name?
Welcome
folks?
to the show, guys.
The
That
bird is the word. That's what the old people used to say. So I got a question. We all seen the movie Friday, right? When Big Worm was applying pressure on Smokey for that $200, and he told him it ain't about the $200; it's the
The
principalities
principalities of it.
behind it. When has the principalities behind the situation got y'all in trouble?
Got me in trouble.
Hmm.
Mm,
Or do you feel like it, I had to?
I
I
think
had
it's
to.
for me. It's the other way around. The principalities of things made me stop fooling with people.
Mm,
But I don't think I've ever dealt with it where it's like I'm the one that's in trouble.
you feel like you was the one. I have to do this because of the principles. I can't let you. I can't let you pass on that because of the principles.
Pretty much. I won't say is that I won't let you pass. It's just that like I'm not fucking with you off of the principles because you obviously don't have any.
Mm,
yeah, same here, and it's the same situation where Smokey had, as Big Worm and Smokey has, borrowing money. People feel because you're family that they don't need to pay you back in a timely fashion or at all, or in installments when that wasn't the agreed upon, you know, situation.
mm,
So you cut people off like you'll never borrow another red cent in this lifetime,
right.
and it's not even about the money, just because your word, you're supposed to be worth something around here.
When motherfuckers start getting an attitude with you about paying you back something that they owe you, that's when it get weird. Like, oh, you mad at me because I want my money back? It
Right.
wasn't my funky little $20 when you asked me for it.
Coop, do you got a fish eye lens on your camera?
I don't know. It just looks stupid, huh?
You look like a donkey from Shrek. Like
Yeah,
it's
he
making
looked
your
like
head.
he in a Missy Elliott video.
Cause I can't
That
stand the
donkey from
rain.
Sick. Oh my god.
It's
Like
my
making. I was like, wait a second.
window. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
Your camera said it's had enough of you.
I'm sick of you, doggo.
All right. Then pick somebody else.
Rick, would you like to elaborate on the principalities? Or are you doing something over there?
Nah, I'll just kick back listening. Um, the prison ballads about shit, man. That used to get me in trouble when I was younger, like junior high school and shit. But nah, I say like junior high school, younger than that. You know what I'm saying? As I started getting older, shit started changing. You know what I'm saying? Like I stopped caring about a lot of shit. But when I was younger, the principal was like, nah, man, that nigga got me fucked up, or that bitch got me fucked up, man. I remember, man, she my partner to this day though. We was cool then, but that bitch slapped me. You know what I'm saying, nigga? It's cool, like nigga in front of everybody. I'm like, and took off running shirt. Her little fat ass was fast as a motherfucker too, nigga. But uh, but I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna beat that bitch ass. You gonna just slap me, nigga? Like hell no, like nigga, that's out. And then like, nigga, I remember I ran up on the security guard, nigga, because he said something crazy to me, nigga. In junior high school, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit used to get a nigga in. That shit used to get a motherfucker in tight situations that motherfuckers didn't want to be into.
The big old
But
red.
damn, she caked up and double cheeked up. Um, yeah,
On a
you know what I'm
Tuesday?
saying? On a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, today Wednesday. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that like going away, man. Like keeping it real go wrong, like Dave Chappelle said, and all that other shit. Like man, that shit had you suspended. I got suspended. Me, I was gonna get CHP'd on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hella shit. You know what I'm saying, nigga? And I was a Oakland public school teacher's son, though. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't a good look for her. You know, what I'm saying? 'Cause she know these people and all that other type of shit. So,
And your ass
um,
keep getting in trouble.
yeah. But as I grew up though, like man, shit started to change. You know what I'm saying? I started giving motherfuckers passes and shit on shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, cause everything ain't always gotta be taken there, or you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I started handing out a lot of passes. Man, I stopped tripping on shit, man. 'Cause I started seeing the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I expect like nigga after I got shot, you know, after I got shot, I'm like, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I started seeing shit kind of differently, man. Like nigga, I see how easy a nigga life could be cut. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that for nigga, that principality shit, man, got motherfuckers fucked up, man. Ain't gotta be
Mm.
like that, man. Sometimes you can be humble, man, and just walk away from certain situations.
So, seen this young lady on TikTok. She asks, "What's your favorite emotional or mental reparation towards the opposite race?" So basically, like she broke it down like the uh, uh emotional reparation is like when white people see black people come in, they hide their purse or lock their door. So what is some shit that they do to you, I guess, that you do to them?
Oh, that's a good one.
Smile.
The smile is the
Oh
number
yeah,
one
that's for
thing.
sure. That little smirk they do when they tuck their lips and they don't look like their lips disappear, especially
Yeah.
in traffic. I do that back for sure. The little smirk. Um, when it's a positive one too. It's like sharing food that they may not be hip to. Because I had some
Oh yeah.
coworkers that bring in casseroles and such. So bringing in like a banana pudding and things of that nature for them and seeing their reaction to it is like a positive reparation for sure.
Because white people quick to bring some watermelon to an event and think black people gonna tear it up. Well, now I'm gonna bring green bean casserole and see if y'all like it.
I'm sitting here laughing with my mic on. what, what was the question and shit?
What's your favorite emotional or mental reparation? So I like when I see the little white kids out with their lemonade stands. I like to ask them, "Y'all got a permit?" Like just to fuck with them. Like y'all got a permit to be doing this shit? Like,
Right,
and they
right,
be looking so confused. But that's some shit that they'll do to us.
right. So, nah, I like fucking with white people. Like, say you parked at the mall or something, and nigga lock their doors when they walk up to their car. You know what I'm saying? For you see they walk, see that you sit in the car and they walk into it, they park right next to you, and they get in the car, you just lock your door. You know what I'm saying? Or if you uh they walking down the same aisle as you, and you walking away from your car, and they near your car, you hit the lock button on your shit. You know what I'm
Hit
saying? Look
the
at
hit the
their ass.
alarm Valentine. Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da, da.
yeah. You hit the lock button, hit the alarm on their ass. That little shit be funny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I like doing shit. I like to turn the stereotype around on their ass, basically. You know what I'm saying? The shit that they be tripping over and shit. I like doing that shit to them. That shit is fucking hilarious to me. And then, man, shit, white people out here committing crimes, man. There's white people in your neighborhood that you don't normally see. You be leery of motherfuckers. These motherfuckers be out here shooting up schools and shooting up black neighborhoods, man. You know what I'm saying? Always be aware of that.
I witnessed that shit firsthand working at retail stores. They stereotype the fuck out of people that look like us. But the major theft in the store was coming from Caucasians. Them niggas was credit cards. Black people was coming in there snatching and running. The white people was in that motherfucker with credit cards with $15,000 limits, tearing that motherfucker up with stolen
Sophisticated.
identities.
I used to always be weary of that when I went to like my brother-in-law used to work at Michael's, the art store by Bayfair, and I used to work at the KFC across the street. And I would come after work to where he at, and I would have on my hoodie over my uniform shirt. Um, and I used to always buy something whenever I go in there, just because I felt people looking at me like I was being watched because I was walking around with a hoodie on, smelling like hella chicken. So I always made sure I bought something. I had probably like a box of color pencils to this day that I ain't never opened off of one of them guilt purchases. Like, okay, yeah, I got some money, I can buy something here. Like, you can just feel the people looking at you.
Hey, they make a nigga feel real guilty. Like I gotta buy something. I'm in here because I don't want to look like I'm stealing something. No.
Right. Right. I was out walking my dog earlier, and uh, you know what I'm saying? Like I take bags with me when I walk my dog. You know what I'm saying? In case she shits, so I can pick the shit up.
You're breaking up.
Bags sticking out my pocket. I'm gonna pull up. Hold on, I'm pulling to the crib. Turn my Wi-Fi back on.
Man, I'm gonna whoop this little girl out.
Hello, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was walking the dog, so I take the bags with me, right? So if my dog shit, I can pick the shit up, right? But when I got up to the little place I went to go walk my dog at, it's a dog park like in the area, right? Like it's inside the park, up there at Joaquin Miller, right? Nigga, so when as I got the bag, I got these two bags in my pocket, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, y'all motherfuckers see me, nigga. I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, white motherfuckers, niggas is responsible too, nigga. I ain't the only one. I was like, a white motherfucker better not say nothing to me about having these bags in my pocket. Like, oh, thank you for having these bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What you mean, thank you? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, all this played out in my head. This whole conversation is damn near verbatim. I'm like, white motherfucker better not say thank you. Because I'm like, well, thank you for what? Oh, for having the bags willing to clean after your dog. I'm like, what motherfucker? Like, all black motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Black people, I was gonna say, black people are responsible too. The fuck are you talking about? Like, that's some racist ass bullshit for you to say. That shit was just in my head, and that shit,
That's true.
shit fell
Yeah.
apart. Yeah,
On
you know what I
airplanes with
mean? 'Cause-
babies. Babies so they're
yeah,
so well behaved and stuff like that. Yeah, you get the little backhand
right.
compliments for sure.
Hey, I hate that
Listen,
shit, man.
I love to do this to white people. Every time they see my daughters was tall, and for their age at kids, they'd be like, "Oh, she's so tall. Is she gonna play basketball?" Like, so now I'll be like, every time I see a white kid, are they gonna play sports? Are they gonna be fast? Like, going down one of them kids gonna be slow as shit.
Right.
And I also don't like taking my kids to the park by myself. Like that shit is kind of like I'll constantly call my kid because I don't want them to think I'm just a nigga standing in the park. You feel me? Like,
Watching the
Right,
kids
right,
play.
right, right,
Yeah,
damn, like
yeah, good call. They call the
right. Like,
police and figure it out later.
man, it was so
yeah.
many other folks at Dad's party in the like park area when I was over there playing with my daughter. And I'm like, damn, I'm the only black dude over here. My daughter is like off on the other side of the
Yo,
playground.
what happened?
And I'm just standing here. I'm like, Aubrey, come your ass back over here. Like, you ain't supposed to have me standing over here by myself and they come approach me and ask me what I'm doing here. And now they got mad and cussed their ass out.
See, that's where that
Right.
term communicating can come in. Like when those situations happen, you whip out your phone and just act like you're doing anything just to take the heat
Mm-hmm.
off because you don't want nobody thinking, oh, he up there looking at these kids or anything crazy. You like,
Man, you got to find something to do with your hands and your eyes. Because you
for
never
sure,
want nobody to try and like say no weird shit to you.
for sure,
But ain't that
100%.
that's hella fucked up that we gotta think this way. You know what I'm saying? We gotta try not to look suspect underneath this
Right.
system that we live underneath. Like nigga, that's not living. You know what I'm saying? That's some fucking bullshit. But
For sure.
that's how we
Yeah.
gotta move. That's how we gotta move out here.
The
It's
United
super
States of
weird.
Karen.
Right.
It's super weird.
Right.
So
Okay, Rick.
And
I thought somebody had an elephant. Pet an
Yeah.
elephant.
that's my back door. That's one of my traps, man. So, if motherfuckers try to come through my back door, that
Thought you
motherfucker
was blowing your
squeak.
Oh, I
nose.
thought you blew your nose. Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Hell no, that's my back door. Squeaky to the motherfucker. I know my neighbors be tripping. They window right there, and I'll be up hella early in the morning, letting the dog out. I know
Put
they.
some oil sheen on that.
Nah, I put some
WD
oil on.
40.
I
I
did
mean,
have some
if you
oil,
even if you
but she
don't
didn't do
have
nothing.
WD-40, you can spray oil sheen on it. It's oil. That will
You,
also help.
I understand what y'all saying, but why can't just have my trap set for
it's a
one?
security feature.
And yeah, there you go. See, you don't understand. You don't
You
understand.
ain't
You know what I'm
you for
saying?
sure ain't sneaking up on him for sure. He gonna know
Right.
somebody coming.
Hey,
Look, you
I got
gotta have
crazy.
a security feature when you ain't got guns in the house.
Right.
Nero.
I wasn't gonna bring
I
that
am
up,
the
but I was
security
gonna say
feature.
that too.
Nero
But
gonna
then
throw
too,
shoes at the damn
I,
robber.
I I did put some oil on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't even do nothing. That shit didn't do shit. That motherfucker that's old, but you can't get through that motherfucker though. This one guess you is not get through. You better bring a torch, nigga, to get through that motherfucker. This ain't one of the flimsy bullshit motherfuckers that motherfuckers be buying from the store, Home Depot and shit now. You can't get to that though.
Uh, so this fellow said that a woman eating too much on a date is a turnoff for him. Is it a such thing as a woman eating too much to you guys?
Well, is it too
No.
like on white chicks? Like when she ordered literally everything to not make him like her, or was it like
The
really
man,
too much?
the man told her you ate a whole salad. What type of woman eats a whole salad? That's too much.
Yeah, either he wasn't into her or he's a cheap, ignorant bastard. It's one of the two. 'Cause
Listen,
you don't say nothing like that to no woman.
I it's not a problem for me for a woman to eat when we on a date together. Like, but don't don't come in this motherfucker trying to buy nothing you wouldn't buy yourself. Like, don't try and spend 200 on my dime when you spend $30 to eat when you go out normally.
But that's what they gonna do though, bro. Like they gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? When you take a chick out, and maybe not on the first day, but if you go out like a second or third time, they gonna order something that they don't normally order, something they've been wanting to have. And and look, I can't say all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Hey,
the ones that's I ain't gonna call them poor, but the ones that don't got as much money, and some of the ones that do got as much money, but might be
no,
frivolous. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even think it's that. I think it's
I do.
exposure. Like
Yeah.
if you talking to a girl who's used to going to like Olive Garden and Red Lobster and calls that going out to eat, like, but then you go and take her to Ruth Chris on a date. Ruth Chris is A, already expensive, and B, then she really feel like, oh, he has money. I could get whatever. You know what I mean? So it's the exposure. Versus if you're talking to a girl who is used to going to Fleming's, Ruth Chris, Mr. Childs, or not Mr. Childs, I mean the other one.
Mastros,
Mastro, no, the other one. Shit, I'm blanking out. They got them in Houston.
Papa
Um,
those.
no,
Yeah.
not Papados. It's a high end restaurant.
Morton's,
No,
Oh,
never mind. It doesn't matter.
the one that was
It's like three
boycotted a couple
names.
years ago.
But
Yeah,
oh,
I know what you're talking about.
Nobu. If
oh,
they
okay.
used to go into stuff like that, then they gonna order the stuff that they used to get in. You know what I mean? Versus you taking somebody somewhere that's expensive and they never go to expensive places.
Man, I figure a steak from Sizzler is the same as a steak at Nobu.
Nah, it
Man.
ain't.
No, it's
Don't
not.
don't figure that.
Definitely not.
No,
Don't
I'm
you
just joking.
figure that.
Nah, but I
Yeah,
don't know. Like for me, when if I go on a date with a dude and like he invite me to a restaurant for one, I usually look the restaurant up before we go, just so I can have a game plan on a what to order and the price range of shit. For me, mentally going on a date, I'm not ordering nothing outrageously priced. Like I'm not gonna order beyond my own budget because my whole feelings of suspense from dating is if this man stiffs me, like, would I be comfortable being left with the bill? So
Mm.
I'm not gonna order nothing that's like outrageously priced.
Have
you
you
are a
ever
very
been stiff
forward-thinking
before?
woman for that.
Have you ever been stiff before? Anybody ever did you like that before?
No, but I did go on a date before where he took forever to pick up the bill, look at it, and pay. I mean, it
No.
wasn't decided necessarily that like he was to pay for the bill, but I always, like on a first date, offered to pay, like to split it in half, not just pay for the shit that I got, but to split it in half. Or do they want me to pay for what I got? Because I feel like it's a first date, we just getting to know each other. So like I don't want them to feel like I'm taking advantage of them, especially like at the date. maybe like didn't go so well, or like there really
See,
wasn't a connection, you know. So I'm
see,
just
that's
like,
some new
you
nigga
want me to say
shit.
half? Like when the
That's
bill
a
comes, if the
oh,
bill comes, I start like grabbing my purse, looking for my wallet, and they're like, "No, it's okay. Like I'll take care of it." Then it's like, "Oh, okay, fine."
man, look,
But
that's
if
some
they
new
let me
nigga
keep going,
shit,
then it's
bro.
like, all right, cool. Like we can split it and go our, separate ways. Because obviously they didn't go well.
I've
Well,
never
look, check
split
this
a
out.
bill.
Check this out. Can you check this out? That's some new nigga shit. I'm gonna put that shit on y'all young niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Uh,
not saying every nigga does that. I'm
nah,
saying
nah,
that is
nah,
my
no.
fear
I'm
when
I
going out
know,
on
but I'm just
dates.
saying. But see, well, you shouldn't even have to even have that motherfucking fear in the motherfucking first place. I don't care if this our first date or our fucking 32nd date. You know what I'm saying? It's not even in question. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that I grew up underneath, you know what I'm saying? And even being from out here though, you know what I'm saying? You pay, bro. That's just how it go. You pay, and if she don't ever want to see you again, whatever. It don't make no motherfucking difference, nigga. But you pay. That's what a nigga supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to date a chick or get to know a female, nigga, you pay. The nigga pay. Now if y'all 39 dates in or whatever the fuck, or even 5 dates in, and she's like, well, you know what? I want to take you out. You know what I'm saying? That's shit that spoke on, and then that's understood that she is paying. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I don't know where this shit come from where niggas be kind of like expecting chicks to pay or we want to go
Because they
have
think
like,
it's tricking to go out to eat with a woman, but will treat their homeboy to the biggest steak in America.
but that
But
shit weird to
you
me, bro. That
tricking
shit
if you
weird.
buy a woman a meal.
Nigga, it's gay to buy your nigga a steak. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, see that's this new shit, man. Man, y'all motherfuckers crazy. I'm gonna put that shit on y'all, man. Y'all motherfuckers
You
crazy.
you
Cause
trying to
nigga,
put
it ain't
somebody?
no
You trying to
question.
put meat in another man's mouth, Ray? Ray? What are you talking about buying
Yeah,
the steak? No,
yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Right.
That's exactly what they gonna
that's
say.
that's
Y'all
exactly
niggas
it.
sharing glizzies? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, these niggas is
yeah, that
weird,
shit dumb.
man.
Yeah, social
These
media
niggas is
pressure.
weird.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I think that shit started before the social media. But well, I never had no MySpace, so I don't know what social media was like before 2010, nigga. That's when I made my social media, nigga.
I
So
don't. I can't
yeah,
even. I can say the niggas above us was telling us, "Oh, nigga, don't do this for a bitch. Don't do that." Whole ass got a wife at home, and you telling us not to treat a bitch nice. Like, what's wrong with you, weird ass niggas?
well, you gotta understand where we grew up at. This is really the land of gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the land of, you know what I'm saying, AOB and all of that bullshit. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I come underneath like the nigga, like niggas go hustle, go get money. Nigga, so nigga going out and spending $100 on some food, nigga, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Spend $200 on food. That ain't that like nigga. I ain't studying that shit. Nigga, I've been getting money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All day, nigga, or all week, nigga, or whatever the fuck the case is. You know what I'm saying? That little punk money, like nigga, I ain't studying that shit. And if I would never talk to her again, oh shit. Oh well, if she cool, she cool. You feel me? Like nigga, so like how can I sweat that little ass money? Like, come on, man. Dude,
Yeah,
that come from a broke nigga mind state, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Either broke or niggas. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get that shit, man. A nigga pay. You pay, bro. Like that's just what it is. You pay. You know, she picked the shit up. You know what I'm saying? And
Shout out to TT, and you're just a statistic for joining the live. I remember when he told that to the girl on how to be a player. He told her, "Now you just another statistic."
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You are just a statistic.
But now, I I don't I don't know like
Yeah.
why niggas got a problem with feeding a woman, but I do like them women that's only here to to eat and leave, and you also know the women that is running up a bill on your little dumb ass.
right, exactly. You can tell that shit. That shit ain't hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you talking to a chick on the phone, nigga, and all she talk about is, oh, and also so you can kind of get the conversation, nigga. She kind of use your ass, so yeah, you shouldn't even take her out anyway. But nigga trying to get to the pussy and shit, and pussy ain't free, nigga. You gonna have to pay for it. You gonna have to pay a little something for it, nigga.
This the day of sending the cash app back. You can pay for it in that
Oh,
moment, but later on, you get the cash app request.
Right.
hey, that motherfucker gonna sit there. You send me a cash app request.
On real though.
Man, I ain't even got no money to cash out myself. But I got another question. Who's more sexually irresponsible? Men for having children with a lot of women, or women for having another child with a man who has multiple baby mothers?
Oh shit, I'm not touching this one.
Wait, repeat
Uh,
that again.
who's more sexually irresponsible? A woman for having a child with a man who has multiple baby mamas, or a man for having a child with multiple women?
Women, nigga. Women for
Um,
women.
that's tough.
I was look, I'm not bashing niggas, but I would say the nigga, man, like, you know, come on, bro. Like after two or three kids with two or three chicks, you know what I'm saying? You be like, what? You gotta start being like, whoa, nigga, like, hold on, this shit starting to tap on my pockets, nigga. Taking care of these babies, nigga. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I can't be out here just knocking bitches up. I can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you responsible, if you a responsible nigga, you out here taking care of your kids. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say the nigga, but like, a nigga gotta be like, you know what? I don't want no more babies. Uh, nigga, let me wrap it up, nigga, or nigga, let me not be squeezing in this bitch. You feel me? So I would say the nigga, man. Like a female, she might not even got no kids. She might want one. You know what I'm saying? Even though the nigga, but if the nigga ain't taking care of his kids, and she know that, then she wrong too. So I still say the nigga though.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say the
think
guy too because he
I was
has
gonna say that too, but I didn't want motherfuckers to think that they was just like nigga bashing. Like it's always
yeah
the nigga.
because they have a lot to
I'm
lose
No,
financially.
but then it's like on the female too, like, cause like I don't know, unless like he said she trying to, it's her first baby and stuff, but like,
But
like
having
we
a baby
trying to
with
be
a
part
nigga
of the
that got
baby mama clan, like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why I
right
know.
because
said like
the nigga got
I
baby
feel like it's
got three,
either.
four babies by three different chicks, and you know he don't, and you know he don't even bring his kids around you. Y'all been fucking with each other for a year, and you ain't never seen his kids. He don't never talk about his kids. He never say, "Oh, I
Oh
gotta go
yeah,
get my
hell no,
kids."
hell
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like, then you irresponsible for having a baby with that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
because women do that shit every day. Lay down with a nigga that got 7 kids and decide to be the fifth baby mama. Like you knew this nigga. What you thought was gonna make your child different? I'll say they both equally irresponsible. Just
Yeah.
just to be honest, nigga, you out here creating all these broken homes, and bitch, you lay down with a nigga who you knew wasn't taking care of the kids he had before yours. So both of y'all made your bed and lay in it.
Well, you didn't
Huh.
say he wasn't taking care of his kids. You just said he had a lot.
Well, he can't. They say you can't be there for all the kids when you have more than one. So you're going to lack in some department allegedly when you got more than one broken home.
People who got
So
one kid still lacking paying their kid attention because they work all the time.
This is true. Oh, is that a full moon?
Yeah, that's true too, man. But I mean, if you said a nigga got, so what was the question
I mean,
again?
the question didn't have any. I don't.
who's more
Substance
sexually
isn't the right
irresponsible?
word, but it doesn't have
Who's
like
more
enough
sexually
meat to
irresponsible?
it to really make a definitive like case.
Yeah, I know, but I want to hear. I want to hear the shit again. What was the shit?
Who's more sexually irresponsible? Men for having a lot of children with more than one woman, or women for having children with a man who has multiple baby mamas?
Okay, so where I'm from, nigga, if a nigga got hella kids, most likely that nigga don't be fucking with his kids. So that's why I framed it the way I framed it. You know what I'm saying? When nigga got hella kids, nigga don't be, and then they buy different women, nigga don't be fucking with his kids like that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. So that's why I frame the shit in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel different, I mean,
I mean, that's not necessarily true though for all men though.
No, of course it's not. Of
Well,
course it's
that's
not.
why I said I don't feel like you can make it a real answer from it because it's not enough. It's not enough detail in the question. Like it's not like you said. Like, is the woman wrong for fucking with him and he don't fuck with his multiple children? Like, so if she's sexually irresponsible for having one with him, knowing that he doesn't take care of the ones that he has, so
Well,
like that was the question,
is
then
she
that would be different.
irresponsible for having a baby with him, knowing that he has multiple other uh babies? Like, is she irresponsible? Is that a responsible thing to do? If you know that a man has multiple baby mamas that he's not with.
I don't think it's necessarily irresponsible because it depends on the situation. Like, what if his other children are older? Like, and what if with one of the baby mamas he had triplets and another one he had singles, and then like maybe
But
the
then it
last
wouldn't be
one had twins?
multiple. It wouldn't be
That's still
like a lot
multiple
of
baby
baby mamas.
mamas and multiple children. That's 6 kids with 3 different women.
But it's not 6 kids with 6 women. I'm talking about like
Either way,
a
it's
lot.
multiple women. Your complaint was that he created all these broken homes. Why does it matter if it's 3 versus 6? Is that still not irresponsible in your opinion?
What if the woman just wanted for the genetics?
The genetic. He said
Or
D1
like
baby.
shit, what if those relationships like what if his first baby mama died, his second one like ended up being a dud, and the last one he was married but she cheated or something. So he left her. So is that his bad that these people didn't work out? And that he had children with people he actually loved and was in a relationship with.
Oh,
You
my
can either
bad.
take the Tristan Thompson route or the Neo route.
I mean, it was really like a yes or no. I don't know.
Man, my Bluetooth
Because
is.
every situation is not just a dude like randomly going to shoot up clubs of multiple women. Like there can be like circumstances such as those that occur that kind of create that situation that maybe he thought he'd never even be in.
These are all probabilities. Everything that we said is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything. You know what I mean? So it's just that I mean, and it's fucked up. But you know what? You know what? When I um around the time John had his oldest daughter, I started seeing a lot of my young partners having kids, and a lot of my young partners they fuck with their kids. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I started to see a change around that time. You know what I'm saying? A young dude or dudes being around their kids, you know what I'm saying, regardless of everything, like nigga fighting their baby mamas to be in their kid life. And I started seeing that change. I thought that was dope as fuck. But I got partners my age and older that don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with their kids. Like for whatever fucking reasons, niggas be mad at their baby mama, child support reasons, just hella different shit. You feel me? And niggas don't fuck with their kids. And I'm like, this shit don't make no sense. But so when Coop had his older daughter, I started seeing the change. I'm like, okay, that's what's happening. Cause me and a couple of my niggas, we started a little movement, nigga. Like, now niggas, we start fucking with niggas that don't fuck with their kids. Like, nigga, if you don't fuck with your kids, but you can't hang with us, bro. Cause it ain't none of that shit, bro. Like at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we out here taking care of these motherfuckers, man. That's what's up.
Shout out to the dads that's stepping in, man.
The stepdads too, nigga, that's stepping up. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I do see a lot more black dads putting in that work. I ain't gonna lie.
100,
Like when you
for
go
real.
to parks, go to the mall, shit, down your timeline. I don't know if niggas fronting on social media, but for the most part, I be seeing niggas fuck with their kids. All right. How long can you defend someone before you say enough is enough? I ain't doing it no more. Let me give y'all some context. I was like a big ass Kanye West fan, right? And I used to defend this nigga. Like, that nigga ain't crazy, man. He a genius and all that shit. And defend this nigga against everybody. Until this nigga started doing some weird ass shit. And I was like, damn, bro, I can't fuck with it no more, blood. Like, I can't defend you no more against these people. How long are y'all willing to defend somebody?
How long you willing to defend one of your partners,
One of your partners
one
or
of your female friends,
yeah.
all that stuff? I mean, if that's your motherfucker, shit, nigga, to all the way through the whole shit. But nigga, if he funky with nigga, if I gotta defend this nigga to his broad and shit, hey man, look, check this out, bro. You need to just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, let's not keep doing this, nigga. Or you gotta check your partner out too. Though, like, if he tripping over with his chick all the time, you gotta tell your partner about, look, bro. You gotta stop doing that dumb shit, bro. Because I don't want to be in this shit. I can't keep lying and shit for you all the time. But I mean, for the most part, nigga, for however long it fucking take, but nigga, you gotta check your partner at the same time too, though.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that conversation got to happen right at strike three, because that puts you in a compromising position. You got to start remembering lies and remember what details was told and all that. It becomes too much
Right.
work.
Yeah, that part. And nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got me out here lying, nigga, for 7 years, nigga. And nigga, you tripping. I don't want to be involved in it. My brother got some shit going on, boy. Man, this nigga. I ain't gonna get all in this shit, but that nigga, him and his girl just need to break up. Like, they just need to break up. But neither one, I don't know, neither one of them want to, but they both, all they do is cry about each other. You know what I'm saying, nigga? This, she did that, he did that. Like, y'all even need to go to counseling and leave each other alone. For real.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, okay. So recently, right? Gucci Man, 21 Savage, they've been coming out to stop the violence, right? So then all the fans kind of like got on Gucci Man ass, like, oh, you just was talking about how you killed Pookie Loc in your song and all on the internet, and now you telling us stop the violence. That's hypocritical. You can't do that, right? But do you think they wrong, or do you think Gucci Man is being a hypocrite or contradicting himself by making that type of music, but telling people to stop the violence?
How long ago did that Pukilo thing happen?
Well, he killed Pookie Loc in like '06, '07, right? So then he did a versus last year
Mm-hmm.
against Young Jeezy. It was like smoking on that Pookie Loc. You know, we off that Pookie Loc pack or whatever. But then this year he came out and said, you know, y'all need to stop the violence and it ain't cool to diss the dead and all that shit.
Excuse me. Before he came out and said that, like approximately 2 months before that, he made a song where he was saying his house was haunted by the ghost of Pookie.
His house is haunted by the ghost of Pookie Loc, man. But that was some real shit. They tried to cause that man harm, blood. They tried to. So, and he did what he had to do to get up out of that situation. So, I don't know if I fought him for talking about the ghost of
Yes,
Pookie
I was
Loc.
going to mention that too, because that was a real, like you said, real situation. And if rappers beefing over like just territories and streets and all that, then for sure it ain't worth the extra drama. But somebody trying to murder you and you murder them, then all bets are off.
Like the Chicago niggas. Tuka was a 14-year-old old boy that got killed. Like, right? They killed the little nigga at the bus stop. And then the opposite gang named they shit Tukaville. Like, this Tuka shit. And, and now all these niggas talking about, oh, we smoking on Tuka. We stuffing Tuka in the backwood, or we on that Tuka pack. That nigga was a 14-year-old child that got killed at the bus stop, bro. Like you nigga, that was in 2012, 11, 13. Y'all still on Tucapac?
I do like what Felicia Casson just wrote about the growth. Yeah, because if it happened in 2006, and I know he's still bringing it up in the songs and stuff, but times have changed and things are getting way, way, way more out of hand with these youngsters.
My child just came in and was with the shit. Shout out to DJ for always coming through, blood, and showing love. DJ be on Cow Panel doing this thing.
Shout out to
T-
DJ.
Go
yeah.
DJ.
Shout out to DJ,
But
bro.
what Felicia Katzen said, it is growth. And I do feel like you're allowed to grow as a man. Like, and you trying to teach the youth, like, hey, bro, this ain't what it is. Like, y'all encouraging these niggas to do dumb shit. Like, all these niggas talk about all the shit that they done did in music and shit. Like, usually niggas be in the music faking, like, oh, I did a robbery and this and that. These little niggas really sliding. Like,
Yeah, this shit different now. It's hella different. Like rap was entertainment. Even though some of the stuff might have been real, but for the most part, it was just entertainment. It wasn't like nigga, this the lifestyle, nigga, go out and live this life. You know what I'm saying? So like as far as Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Like they like he said, 'cause, like they tried to do harm, like they came and come knock dude down. You feel me? So, but he had to do what he had to do in the situation though to save his life, right? I'm not mad at him for that. But if he coming back and he making fun of this shit and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and bringing the shit back up, and then say stop the violence, you contradicting yourself though. You know what I mean? So, uh, yeah, that don't add up.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily contradicting yourself if we're going to agree with Felicia Katzen's comment that it's growth. I just think it looks contradicting considering the time frame of him last speaking on this man versus him coming out to say don't speak on the dead.
Yeah, but you know,
So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
no,
saying
no,
perspective wise from society it looks contradictory over it being growth and realization that like that Gucci man probably hadn't been like, you know what, this shit is foul. Like we need to stop doing this.
for sure. And he the nigga might have been drunk on stage or something. You know what I'm saying? When he did the shit. You know what I'm saying? When you drunk, you might do some wild shit.
so Felicia Katzen said, I can only speak on what I see in Atlanta with these rappers. It's really bad, so I commend Gucci. That man tried to kill Gucci. There no timetable when he should stop feeling away. These people are
That's
killing
good.
people over dumb stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's really bad in our culture. A nigga get on the song and talk about how you got beat up or something, and now you feel like you got to go do something to this nigga because he didn't expose your secret. And it's just weird. Like we live in a weird time.
very
These
weird
niggas get on
time, man.
wax and tell on
Then,
themselves.
man, didn't it just kill the little dude from Louisiana and some shit?
Yeah, the little rapper nigga, Jada
Case.
Youngin.
Jada Youngin,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he just got killed. He wasn't part of that group or them dudes that made that one song with Who Got Shot, was he?
I feel
I
like he
don't
was.
think so, but he was beefing with NBA YoungBoy,
Yeah. Oh, that's
right?
what it was. Yeah,
So
he had.
all when the boy got killed, all NBA YoungBoy fans in the comments laughing and doing little weird shit. Like you niggas live in the suburbs. Y'all ain't even a part of this shit, and y'all influencing shit. Like it's weird, right? They shot the boy Jada Youngin up. They took him to the hospital. and them niggas show up to the hospital to try and kill the nigga because they found out he wasn't dead, and his family got in a shootout with the niggas.
Oh,
So
for
and they
real? That's so that
arrested.
was the second shooting.
Yeah, they arrested his
Okay.
brother the day before his funeral for shooting at the hospital.
What day?
Oh, yeah.
And that man and his daddy got shot.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
said 5 masked assailants came to their house to get on that nigga, and he on ankle monitor. He was on ankle monitor, so they knew you was there. He couldn't leave Louisiana.
Well, that nigga Corvette was sitting in front of the house too, though. That nigga was
Yeah.
telling on himself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Then the mama say the police came and took 90,000 from the house.
Dang.
What she say, gangsta-licious. Oh shit.
yeah,
Boondocks.
that's crazy.
And we as consumers, we wrong because we buy into the shit. We promote the shit. We love that shit. That who
But
I
we
smoke
as
shit.
consumers see it as entertainment. It's not our life. It's fantasy. I mean, it's the same reason why we watch some of the shows that we watch.
Right? And
Yeah.
we're not gonna get at we're not gonna tell the actor who acted in the gangster movie that they shouldn't have did that or put that imagery out there.
Right.
Mm.
Right, man. Most rappers, singers, especially like that's like in the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and shit. Um, or have some type of immigration status, like they either like first generation American or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I forgot my whole point. My bad. Never mind. I forgot my whole point.
So
That's just that's just
Felicia Casson
His
said
point gonna be immigration is bad.
it is,
no,
but
it wasn't. No, it
y'all
wasn't.
ready to
That's
have a
always the
conversation? The
point.
Boondocks predict a lot of stuff in our culture, uh, as the Simpsons. I don't know what she referred to when she said you're incorrect, sir, but you're incorrect, sir.
Who's talking about incorrect on what? What am I incorrect on?
I don't know. Felicia Casson said you're incorrect,
Can
sir.
can you elaborate, Felicia?
It's too
Yeah,
long.
but
My kid
oh yeah,
don't know what to do
forgot
with
my
this
whole
shit.
point on that shit.
Ooh, child, the ghetto, the ghetto.
Yeah. Art for sure imitates life way more often than we care to admit. Some of the Simpson stuff, like I don't know how if they're just piecing things together. I'm so skeptical nowadays because things can be photoshopped and twisted any which way, and it's almost become like a giant meme in itself every time something happens to try to find which
Find
episode of The
the
Simpsons.
Simpsons, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know how much of that stuff is believable. I just saw like the little monkeypox thing,
Right.
and I've never seen the episode, so I don't know if it's all the way accurate, if it all came from one episode or pieced together from multiple. It's like that show has been on over all of our lives. It's been going on, so they're bound to catch on to something. They keep throwing it at the wall. Something's going to stick.
You talking about the Boondocks or the Simpsons?
More so the Simpsons.
Oh yeah, they said the Simpsons called out hella shit. But she said I
Listen,
was wrong on the Billboard immigration shit. Like nah, man, like Nicki Minaj is Haitian. You know what I'm
I thought she
saying?
was
She's
Trinidadian?
Trinidadian.
Trinidad. Yeah, she from Trinidad.
Whatever,
She an
whatever.
immigrant still, right?
You know what
Or
But
I'm
I
saying?
mean, technically, she's not the immigrant. She's American.
immigrant
Her
That's her
parents.
heritage, her
first
parents,
ge-
and
first
family.
generation, first generation. Like you, where future from?
I think he from over there
Atlanta?
too. He is though. He is though. I think he
So
Haitian.
he Haitian. Where
Uh,
what's
21
his name
Savage,
from?
from London or some shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Where that little nigga he just get his song. He just did a song with Icewear. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Kodak.
He ca-
He Haitian.
he Haitian. Uh, who else? Who else hot? Um,
Mac Weasel.
Mac Weasel.
who the fuck? Who the fuck is that?
That's Sean fucking rap name, man. You know my boy Sean got a whole mixtape out here in these streets.
Who, your nephew?
No, Nero.
Oh, that's for real.
Nero got a whole mixtape, blood.
No, you need to send that shit over, yo.
Bruh. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he
What you
got
laughing
bars on that
for?
motherfucker.
He,
It's a parody character talking about pretty much making fun of the rap game as in its current form.
Oh shit.
Oh gosh,
yeah,
What was
man,
that? That
but
was a
that's disgusting.
Bro, I've been still getting this COVID out my system, bro, from 3 months
That is
ago,
not
bro.
COVID.
God
yeah,
damn.
nigga, you need to go to uh the CDC, nigga, and let them check you out, nigga. You got
Oh,
anything, though, nigga.
I'm here to offend some people today, and I'm gonna say, weed is actually a motherfucking drug that y'all motherfuckers need to get weaned off of, because without weed, y'all be having motherfucking knock fits, just like knocks.
oh
Y'all
God.
can't eat, y'all can't focus, y'all can't do shit without smoking weed. You got an attitude that you ain't
mm,
got no weed.
Yeah, he ain't lying though. Like for real, I
Man,
seen
yeah, I'm
I
saying.
motherfuckers go through it
fully
though.
Uh,
agree.
I didn't see
I don't
I
know
motherfuckers.
if
think
it's
I
I
think
wouldn't put
it's
it on that level of that shit though. But he ain't lying though.
I'm elevating it. I'm elevating
I
it because I
feel
used to
like,
think the same
I feel
thing.
like the people say it's like a plant, like cool, yeah, true, and all that. However,
It
there are
has
people
addictive.
that abuse it because they have addictive personality traits. So it's just like it affects everybody differently because it's still like essentially can cause a chemical imbalance within the body. So I agree with John
I
that
ain't
it's
even
a
saying
drug.
that's treating people different. All them niggas is the same. They can't eat. They get an attitude when they don't smoke.
I didn't say
They
anyone
can't
was
do
different.
nothing
I'm
without
saying these are the
smoking.
They
effects.
can't do nothing without smoking.
yeah. My
Bro,
only
Hey,
problem is in social interactions. Like if anything at the Oracle, it's like you sit high enough, you just see clouds popping up every section. And grandma might be in the audience. It can be a Luther concert. I mean, he dead, but the whispers of somebody performing. It's
Luther
just
That
concert.
like
Grandma
John
might
said,
be
like they
smoking on
can't
that Luther
function
pack.
without it.
yeah. It's,
And it's
And
it's
then
a
what
real
makes
mm.
it
problem.
worse is some people can't even function on it. They can't
Oh yeah.
function without it and
Then when
can't
they get too
function
high,
on
they
it. Like,
stuck.
damn, this ain't for you.
I haven't dated. I haven't dated anybody that didn't smoke weed in I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Like every female I didn't dated in the last, well, not let me not say every single one, but I say like in the last 10 years, going back to like 2012, nigga. Everybody smoke weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they smoke it like nigga religiously, nigga. They smoke when they wake up, smoke before they go to work, smoke when they get home, smoke in the middle of the day. If they get like he said, if you don't smoke, they got an attitude. They can't eat shit. Like, all right.
Listen,
Along
my
those lines, Rick, do you find a difference between a woman who smokes weed, cigarettes, or hookah, or a mixture of any of those? Do you
Do I
find them less or
find
more
do
attractive depending on their
um
their choice?
no, I don't judge off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, because man, weed is hella normal. Weed is hella normalized. It ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Like smoke weed, it ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Hookah, like hookah. I don't know. I don't even understand why people smoke hookah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'll go out and smoke hookah just because motherfuckers make a whole like kicking session over the shit. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I don't trip. Like the difference in between like that and then a female that does smoke this period opposed to a female that don't smoke. The only difference is like he just said, like all them reactions that they have when they not high or they don't got no weed, and then somebody that don't smoke, so you don't have to deal with that part of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only difference. You know what I mean? If you
listen,
able to
I done
tolerate
seen
the shit.
women who can't stop smoking while they pregnant for the sake of their baby. You can't stop smoking while you pregnant. You can't stop smoking. You're addicted. You got
Right.
you're addicted if you can't stop smoking while you're pregnant for the
Right.
baby.
Yeah. My
You're like,
baby
let
mama
me get.
smoked. My
It's
baby
just a
smoked.
little hit. It's not gonna hurt the baby. Like, all
It
right.
ain't gonna hurt the baby.
Why they
Now the
like
baby
7 months
crying for nine
pregnant and
months
shit?
straight
Like, what
because
the
it want a
fuck?
fucking backwood.
My baby mama smoked
It's a vegan rapper.
throughout
It's
her pregnancy.
okay. Like,
You
no,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
And I was like, man, well, you just can't quit for a while, blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not smoke, blood. You feel me?
I
But
commend
you can't tell a female what to do with her body,
both
though.
my baby mamas on that though. That once they found out they was pregnant, they nipped it in the butt. It was over. And
Well,
didn't
that's
smoke
good.
no more once they found out they was pregnant. But my first baby mama was way worse smoking than my second baby mama. Like I'm talking about, bruh, she got to smoke before she do anything. She got 9,000 doobies in the car. The
Mm,
whole car smelled like a motherfucking ashtray. Like just all bad. Now my second baby mama, she can go 3-4 months without smoking. Like not even tripping.
right. I had one of them. The car smelled like doobies every motherfucking where.
Oh
Like,
my god.
that shit was crazy. That
Who
shit
the
was
fuck
crazy.
want their clothes to smell like weed? Like
A good gift to that bitch
A
was
weed smoker.
bringing that bitch some
Like weed
weed.
smokers are. I don't even know the word, but they're just like don't pay attention to like how their weed and smoke and smells affect people around them. It's like they
Yeah.
like literally don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. I don't ruin the
That's
mini
a
highs
fact.
on purpose. Yeah.
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 man, people are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And with dating women with weed smokers for Coop and Rick, did you find that they lean towards a certain type, or was it just weed period? Whatever
Hell
they can
no,
get
they
the.
want cookie. Or before that it
Uh,
was purple. They want to knock you
oh,
out.
they they smoke the greatest and the latest. You know what I'm saying? We smokers smoke the greatest and the greatest and the latest. You know what I'm saying? So it's the most, now they calling it Zaza, but the exotic shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing because it's, I don't know if it's a culture or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or a lifestyle or whatever the fuck, but you gotta
The,
have the best shit. Like, oh, this shit is
Mhm.
30% THC. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is that cherry banana pie. You know what I'm saying? All these crazy names and
The
shit. You know
only
what I'm
thing that
saying?
changed, man, is the motherfucking raps they use. Like, when I first met my baby mama, it was Swishers. Then it went to blunt wraps.
Right.
Then it went to motherfucking raw wraps. Then backwoods. Now the latest thing is
Exactly.
backwoods, and that shit gonna die out.
Backwoods was hella old though, man. Mac Dre was talking
Yeah,
about backwoods in '04.
my
You know what I'm
Jamaican
saying?
partner was smoking spliffs when all these niggas used to say backwoods was nasty. He used to buy backwoods, break the motherfucking backwood up in his raw wrap with the weed, smoke a spliff.
Yeah.
That was 2010, 11. And Mac Dre been smoking backwoods. Shit, 04, 05.
Hell long ago. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I've been talking about the motherfuckers just get up on shit late. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it the greatest. Like, nigga,
Everything is a
like,
fad, bro.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. Like, nigga, I remember I was drinking Ciroc, nigga, like back in like, shit, like
11.
2007, 8 or some shit. Nah, hell no, way before that. Before motherfuckers started drinking that shit, then everybody started drinking Ciroc, like, when they heard Puffy had something to do with the shit, and I'm like, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But then it just blew up all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. If you can get into the hood and get popping in the hood, you gonna make a whole bunch of bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like everybody
I
thought,
sure wish I can get the hood into this podcast so I can make a
hmm.
whole bunch of bread.
Right. Hey, no, but look, that's why Puffy. Everybody was thinking Puffy owns Ciroc. Puffy don't own Ciroc. He just was the face behind. He just was the face in front of the Ciroc. Everybody's thinking that Jay Z owned Title. Jay Z didn't own fucking Title. He just was the face. He had a small stake in Title. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, he didn't own Title. But nigga, if you
No, Jay Z
when
is very
he
smart
said,
with his businesses.
well, but no,
Just
but see,
like the
no, I'm not
Nets.
saying he
Everybody was like,
not.
oh, you only own 1% of the team. Nigga, 1% of Billy is still more money you ever seen. Shout out
Right.
Jay Z.
But no, but that's not the point though. That's not the point. The point is, nigga, you put a black face on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they make, oh nigga, I'm supporting the nigga, supporting the black man. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers rush out and they go buy the shit. You know what I'm saying? Or even not even that. Just if it costs hella money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, niggas
Yeah.
gonna go buy that shit. Just like that fucking tequila, that Azul shit. You know what I'm saying? That Azul shit wasn't shit. I had that shit hella years ago. I taste that shit. I was like, man, it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, all of a sudden, nigga, that shit, nigga rebrand that shit and woo come out, nigga, and now the motherfucker, nigga, $200 a bottle, like nigga, and everybody own it because it costs hella money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like nigga, that shit
the
is not.
power of marketing for sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that shit ain't even a
Yeah.
great ass. It's not even a great ass tequila. It's not.
They sure done influence me because that's my
Yeah.
favorite.
I just saw, I don't know if how true it is. I didn't do any research, but it was on Instagram. Like a lot of the quote unquote black hair products are actually ran by
They're owned
white
by
people,
white people.
dark and
Yeah.
lovely,
Yeah.
all
But
Listen,
that.
originally, most of those products were
they
created
sold
by
out,
black
man.
people, but they sold it to those white people for
BET,
their
Air
payday.
products, all that shit. Once our people get to a certain level, they sell their shit, and the people keep the name and the brand and the face, and they think, oh, it's still owned by the same people. But
But
for
it's
20
Mm,
years,
right.
it's been another person.
Yeah. And they still put it in the ethnic section in Walmart. Ain't nothing ethnic
Well,
being
it's an
owned about it
ethnic
anymore.
product.
well,
Yeah,
Is
it's an
it?
except for
ethnic
ethnic
product.
But
hair.
is it wrong though for people to make a business move?
I
Like if
don't
I
think
had a black
so.
owned product and I sold, do I have to tell my consumers that I sold? Because that's what who did that? I think somebody did that and fucked off the business. Like niggas stopped buying vitamin water. Niggas stopped buying Sean John when Puffy and them said, "Oh,
That
I
they don't
sold
own
this.
it. Hmm.
I don't own it no more." Niggas stopped buying it.
And
Not, not,
that's really the power of the black dollar and the black face at work.
Yeah.
'Cause they need it. They can't run that kind of environment without that promotion.
well, they understand us and they know that we are permanent consumers, nigga. That's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, we here to consume all their products and do all this bullshit. You know what I mean? So, nigga, and you put a, and if you keep the, if they would have, okay, you can't really change the hair product per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's made for black hair. Our hair, we have different hair than white people. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you can't take that perm box, nigga, and put a fucking white girl face on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
Oh
mean? The
no.
black face, I mean,
Gotta have
this is
that
for
target
you,
audience.
right? You
Have you
know what I'm
guys ever
saying?
heard
So,
the story of the ring doorbells?
Yep.
Like I thought that was crazy too. Like how she got Shaq involved, or he got Shaq involved, and then flipped it
Hmm.
to Amazon.
KD
yeah,
had a
nigga,
stake in that too.
nigga,
I
Shaq
mean
got a
Nas,
stake in it.
Nas.
Shaq got a stake in that shit, and they said that well, I've been on this for hell years. But
Oh, they didn't want Rick to tell that part.
They said, nigga, you telling too much.
They cut him off.
You telling too much, man. Hopefully he can come back and finish. But in the meantime, we're gonna just say the next question. I think I got two more and then we're done. Uh, what's the worst advice you've actually gotten from someone or gave someone?
My mom and stepdad tell me this all the time, and it really annoys me. They always talk about if you can get an increase on your credit card, get one.
They advising you on credit like they credit specialists.
Yeah, and it's like not understanding the utilization percentage part of it,
I breathe.
and they just think, oh, the white man ain't gonna keep giving you no, they like that kind of thinker. White man ain't gonna give you nothing if they gonna offer the limit, increase, take it. And I'm like, no, it just doesn't work that way.
Well, I told one of my close friends to date my other friend, and now they hate each other, and they got two babies with each other, and he be hitting her and shit and weird shit, and I just feel hella bad. Like, damn, I should have never introduced him.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy to think. I mean, like the two kids could be a beautiful thing, but the hitting part is for sure not a positive in
Yeah.
any form or fashion.
Like that was the worst fucking advice I ever gave somebody. Like, why would I tell her to fuck with that nigga?
Are you? Did you gain some god kids out of it?
No. And they didn't name their kids after me, so fuck them.
Wow.
I just feel like if I hook that up, I should have a baby named after me. Like, if Dez and Rick just using y'all as examples was to have a kid, the middle name of the kid should be John. Like, just on the strength. What?
Hey, hey, nigga, you think too highly of yourself.
Hello.
We supposed if you lined us up, nigga, we supposed to give the kid, if we have a kid, your name. That's up somewhere along the line.
Yeah, because it's a reminder that I put y'all together. And they gonna be like, oh, how did y'all meet? Well, son, it's part of
And
your
then
DNA.
again, on the flip side,
What
so is
about
the potential
what about
bruise or black
what
eye.
about what about just
John's
being like a
narcissism is
goddad or
showing.
something? Yeah, this,
Uh
what about the
oh.
guy just being a goddad?
I'm a narcissist.
Nigga, yeah, I ain't gonna say you're a narcissist, nigga, but nigga, nah, that's too much. Yeah. What if motherfuckers don't like your name? What if a motherfucker want to have a junior? What if
Yeah.
it's a girl? What if it's a girl? Her middle name supposed to be
Like,
Johnette.
mix it up. Jeanette, Jaleisha, Janae.
I wish. Yeah, right.
Johnette, Johnelle. I know a girl named Johnelle. Rest in peace, Johnelle.
Something special,
Yeah,
man. You know, give it a J name. Shit. Something.
yeah.
So
I think you tripping on that one, but
this is the
I'll let you
last
trip
question
though.
for the night. If y'all all can give me wait, do you have a hood nigga report, sir?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, go ahead. And then I'm gonna do the
So,
last question.
saw the story. Um, this dude, man, and it was in Houston. This dude in Houston, man, this nigga went to his ex-girlfriend house, right? This nigga, when she opened the door, I guess it's a meet. This nigga immediately started beating on her, punching on her, doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga went in the house, beat her up, um, sexually assaulted her with a curling iron that was hot, and beat her up in hella shit. And then she's able to escape or whatever, and went next door, called the police, and then he bounced the car. So I'm not necessarily really a big believer in karma and shit, but then this nigga, they looking for him for like a week or whatever. This nigga get found in the car, shot up like 7 times, but he's still alive though. But this nigga shot 7 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's karma for your ass, though. You know what I'm saying? That nigga deserve that shit. That nigga deserve to be underneath somebody's prison, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga deserves no little small window to look out of. You know what I'm saying? This nigga should be in four concrete walls with no light, nigga. This nigga don't know tell what day it is, because death is too easy for that type of motherfucker. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So what's y'all feelings on this big dummy ass nigga from Houston?
The
I
big
saw that
one,
story, and he looked disturbed. He looked like something was off with him. He just had a look about him.
nigga look like
Um,
he get an SSI check.
but it just sucks that unfortunately, because of our justice system, he gonna get the same, you know, same rights to appeal and all that stuff as most other people do, and it's just wasting more taxpayers' money.
Another thing about karma, also, a nigga shot one of his ex girlfriends in the neck. The bullet ricocheted off the ground, hit him in his femoral artery, I believe. He bleed out and died.
Dang.
That was recently too.
Shit crazy. They gave this nigga a $250,000 cash bond, so he can't come with 10%. You know what I'm saying? And that's too low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody mama could put their house up or something. You
Dad
know,
put the
somebody
house up
grandma.
for the little retard too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this
And
that
then
makes
they tried to play like they said that girl was drunk, that killed them people in the car crash, but they ain't find no alcohol in their system. Say she tried. She been in 13 accidents uh overall, 2 last year. Uh, she tried to kill herself, I guess, and the only one to survive the goddamn crash.
Right, she killed her baby. Um, she was cute too. She was cute too,
About to be
uh, but see though, and then you know what I heard today about that whole story is that I didn't look it up or nothing, but they trying to say that she because she was arguing with her dude or possibly arguing with her boyfriend had just broke up with her boyfriend or some shit. They trying to blame dude. You know what I'm
they
saying?
also
Like
trying to
they
use
out here
mental
looking for this nigga's
illness.
identity and hell shit.
This is where the mental illness shit gonna be a problem in the future. They trying to use mental illness to get her up out of this shit. So if you
Hey, pull
say
up, man. What the
so-
fuck?
somebody that commit a mass shooting had a mental illness, they can play that
Where?
shit in court and get the mental house instead of going to jail and shit like
Where
that.
look like black dude? Uh, hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm going with the last question, so you might not come back to nobody, but here we go. What song do you believe belongs in the Hall of Fame? Like this is y'all like
Back that ass up. That's a Negro spiritual in dreams and nightmares.
back that
And
ass
Frankie Beverly and Maze. Before I let go.
before I let you go is the barbecue family function
Mm-hmm.
classic.
And then you got
What is that? The wobble.
yeah,
Black
Vic,
people love the
VIC.
wobble. Oh my
All of
god.
them, all the line dances. Cha Cha
Jesus.
Slide,
Right.
Cupid
Shot
Shuffle,
real smooth.
You see, I didn't play none of that at my party. I was like, we ain't
Poison.
doing
You
that.
played Poison though, didn't you?
No. I didn't play
What?
any old people
That
music.
girl is
My
good.
goodness.
You know, Dad's like that gangster shit. My finger keep hurting because you have a hangnail. I don't care. Be quiet. No, it's a little.
Yeah, we got so many good songs though. I mean, depending on what genre and decade you want to go into.
That's all I was ending with,
Yeah,
man.
but
I just wanted to know the greatest songs that y'all like. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. This has been the podcast about nothing. Check out my little logo at the top. Felicia Katz made for me. It's lit.
I can't really.